So fall fishing can be some of the best fishing all year long. I'm gonna go second to spring bass fishing, okay? That time of the year can be kind of tough, you know, because the lake's turning over, a river, or, you know, you name it, or a body of water. So I'm gonna give you guys a few baits that I use this time of year to get the job done. So number one is gonna be some kind of creature style baits, creature style soft plastic. I know that's kind of, you know, kind of cliche. I guess you say, hey man, I've been throwing this all summer. But this time of year, these fish are gonna start pushing back shallow, pushing back up into like the, you know, shallow trees, things like that I got coming up here in front of me. Creature style baits, if you like worms, sure, worms, but I like creature style baits. Small, compact, got a lot of action. Get that bait to dive in there, cause a reaction bite. That's one of the first baits I'm starting off with. So one of the best things about this time of year also is that a lot of guys who fish are also hunters. Okay, so you get a lot of guys who fish are now going to transition to their hunting world. Okay, scouting, you name it, cameras, you name it, all that kind of stuff, right? Also this time of year, pleasure boaters are going to start packing up shop. Okay, as the weather starts to cool down. That gives us fishermen the perfect opportunity to be out in the water all by yourself. All right, so one of the first things I like to do is go back into like a small creek pocket or something like that, search around with the graphs if you can, looking for bait, right? So bass aren't gonna be around if food's not around. So first thing I do when I go back here in small creeks, pockets, things like that, is I look for life. Look for, I don't care if it's turtles, bait fish jumping, you name it, bluegill, something. Gotta have some life going on back here in order for bass to wanna live back here, feed back here, you name it, right? But as that September progresses, that into October, you name it, as that temperature starts to drop, fall bass fishing just starts getting better and better. There you go, right there. Oops. There you go. Little small one, but it's a fish though. Little small little fish, but 'tis a fish, right? Like I said, I'm just kind of coming back here in one of these little coves, kind of checking it out as we get into this transition. And granted, yes, it's a buck bass, but hey, not too bad. Right off a little tree right here in front of me. I only got a few left, but that was on a 6-inch stroker crawl. Green pumpkin color. And I usually throw a little chartreuse at the back of a green pumpkin, make it look like a bluegill. So throw a little chartreuse at the end of it. Nice little presentation. And once you're back here and like in these coves and things like that, depending on your body of water, I'm looking for wood laydowns, docks, anything that can these fish can hold to this time of year. They're gonna be looking for a good little spot to set up an ambush on bait fish, bluegill. So that's what I'm targeting. Throw a little weedless bait into the thickest of stuff. Let the bait do the work. Now the next bait I love to throw in this time of year is gonna be either something with some vibration. So bladed jig if you like bladed jigs, spinnerbait if you like spinner baits, or if you like an underspin with a blade that still creates a vibration. So something along those lines. Those are three right there in particular, but they'll all get the job done. Don't get me wrong. Regardless of what body of water you're on, my personal favorite is gonna be a bladed jig. That's the second thing that I love to imitate this time of year. These fish are definitely keen on shad, so I'm using a white color, bladed jig. Yeah, so I'm using either a green pumpkin or a white color bladed jig to imitate, what's going to be around the wood. It's going to be around these docks that we're targeting. Guys, if you're looking for a premium pair of sunglasses, man, mainly focused around the angler, you want to go ahead and check out waterlandco.com. It's some of the best sunglasses out there on the market. Great quality, not going to break the bank, especially for those guys who do a lot of sight fishing. And especially if you get the opportunity to go to a place that allows you to do sight fishing. Guys, go check out waterlandco.com. Use code GTX to save you guys some money at checkout. You guys will thank me later. Great quality lenses, great quality glasses, man. Check them out. All right, back to the video. And I think especially this time of year, like I said, when these fish get back here, they're going to be suspended right up inside that wood. So if you don't get them on like a bottom bait like what I'm tossing right now, you throw that bladed jig in there, or like I said, or a spinnerbait or something like that. You're working that 3 to 4 foot water column area, right? Now, let's say you tried the bottom bait, nothing so far. You tried that bladed jig or some with some vibration, nothing so far. So you've already covered super shallow, semi-shallow. The last bait I'm gonna tell you guys to throw is a medium diving crankbait. A lot of guys will say, throw a shallow diving crankbait. That only covers, down to 4 foot, 5 foot max, something like that. So right here is a medium diving crankbait. Down to about 10 or 11 foot, I believe it is, somewhere in that range. But it's not a 20 footer and it's not a 5 footer, right? So this right here will help you. You can parallel the bank or you can 45-degree bank with something like this. It's a 6 cents crush. Using this bait right here, you can cover that 2, 3, 4 foot, all the way down to 11 with this type of bait. These fish, if they're not, like I said, if you already tried the shallow part of it, not all fish are going to be up shallow, of course, right? So some of them might still be holding on to that late summer pattern. So I would choose a medium diving crankbait, like I said, to focus on that 8 to 10 foot range. And again, I'm still using a shad style pattern, right? That's still going to be a great imitation for what these fish are looking for at this time of year to feed up on, especially as the year progresses, right? Or in the end of the year progresses, right? And also another benefit of using a medium diving crankbait, you're going to be covering a bunch of water, right? You can fan cast that thing in an area, cover that area, cool, no problem, keep it moving. You know what I mean? So that's another big benefit, and especially if these fish get into a feeding frenzy, you guys are going to love that fight from way out, because you're going to be making bomb casts with this thing, right? Covering a bunch of water. But man, if you get one on way out there, whew, I'll have a fighter in your hands. And if you guys want me to go into depth of any rod and reel combo that I use for any of these baits that I'm talking about, let me know down in the comment section below. Totally different video, but it's okay. I forgot to do my out. That's what I love to focus on during my fall, winter. I mean, summer to fall transition, especially when you get into that fall period, man. Certain things I look for, certain baits that I use. Thank you guys for watching, man. I'm gonna sign out here, and I've been doing a little scouting, man, out into some public land, of course. And you got to get it in. So if you guys like videos like that, check out the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on this video. See you guys next time. Take care.